But I want to pivot because you brought up battle rap.
Yeah.
And we are in the, we are in the aftermath of what they called one of the greatest battles in rap.
Right.
And and to be honest with you, when I saw this thing going down, I said this is a little bit different than the battles, the rap battles that I grew up on. This to me is giving like Harlem. This shit is like a battle rap and a debate. Kind of coming together,
Right.
even if it may have been one-sided. Like I was feeling like it was giving that cross the line type of energy.
Yeah.
So, from your perspective, give me about 3 things that you could say that you walked away from this situation with your fellow Hebrew Israelite brother, K. Dot. You know what I mean? I don't know what Campion and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been told a few things. Versus the bro who they called the false prophet, or the emperor who has no clothes, or what people are identifying Aubrey Graham as a Jewish / Canadian / half black rapper.
Okay, so 3 things. So first, I think that because in my position, K-Dot won, not from him being an Israelite.
Of course.
But I think the strategy he took is why he won.
Right.
Because, first of all, Drake was a monster before this.
Right.
I don't care what nobody say. Drake, like they talk about Pusha T, Drake survived Pusha T.
It got bigger.
Drake survived Meek. Nobody really wanted to ever really battle Drake. A couple years ago when I think K-Dot had kind of threw something out there Control, right.
Verse, yeah.
He threw something out there, but he didn't do nothing with it.
He didn't follow up.
So you could say K-Dot might not have been ready a couple years ago.
Right.
Like that's how strong, like we can't disrespect Drake. Just, like losing a battle, like and this is what's wrong with the fan. Like the fans of Drake and Kendrick really made this battle bad.
Right.
But Drake and Kendrick was fire during the battle.
During the battle.
So we can't disrespect Drake and make it seem like he wasn't that dude because he was.
Right.
He would have survived Rick Ross too. And Rick Ross, this was hard.
Right.
But nobody really cared about Rick Ross's diss like that. And I think that played a part in Kendrick's delay. Because I think, and the other thing, when people got mad at Kendrick for taking so long, I think you got to be a little older because Nas didn't make
3
Ether.
months.
Yeah. So you knew where I was going.
Yeah, because he dropped it on 9/11.
Yep.
And then he dropped it on his birthday,
Right.
December 4th. So that was a long stretch.
That was a long stretch.
Facts.
Takeover September, Ether December.
Facts.
And people, I don't know if it's an age thing or people don't really respect the culture like that to know your response don't necessarily have to be right away.
But we live in a hyper.
Exactly. Social media wasn't out there.
But
the way Kendrick did it, when he came out, the nigga came out.
He came out, right.
Nigga came out, dropped that one song. There's a skit by this brother. Because when Kendrick comes with that one song,
right.
Drake comes with that song.
Push Up.
No, Push Ups was first.
Push Ups.
I'm sorry, no. If we do it, so if we actually look at it technically.
We doing it battle rap wise.
Okay, so if you look at it.
We doing 3 rounds.
Okay,
they gave us 3 rounds. These are 2 battle rappers.
Right.
One is a fan, and one is an actual battle rapper.
Right.
Kendrick came up battle rapping.
Right.
Drake is a super battle rap stan.
That's
He's
it.
He was the caffeine shit. Like
he was there with the caffeine, but he never really hopped in there. But like you said, K-Dot, comes up from that environment.
Fact.
So what turned the tide was what Drake was asking for backfire. So when Kendrick didn't respond, Drake really should have just chilled.
Got cocky.
He thinking like, oh, this nigga don't really want it.
Right.
Now he let his ego get to him.
Right.
And so that was a good ass strategy by K-Dot. So now he just, okay, he hype it up, and then Drake is making these damn posts on Instagram.
Memes.
Like, where's Drake?
Right.
I'm screaming, where's it at? You
Right.
want this battle? And then once he did that, then Kendrick just flooded with like 3 rounds.
That's right.
When the tide turned, when Aubrey drops Meet the Family Matters,
that night.
I remember, listen, I'm at home with my son, and we talking about the Family Matters, and we like, yo, that shit hard, that shit hard.
Right.
You
get the notification.
Yeah, Yo, I saw the shit, and so I text my son up, because I'm downstairs in my basement. He upstairs. I text him, I'm like, yo, Kendrick just dropped another one. He texted me back, nah, that was earlier. I said, no, nigga, it's now. He calls me. He said, you telling me he just dropped the song right now? I said, yeah, right now.
Right.
The beat was sinister, just
horror, like a horror.
Yeah, like a horror.
Alchemist.
Like, here's Johnny, like the Shining.
Right,
like it was
the Shining.
Yeah, it was crazy and melodic, and that was it. And then he didn't have to give us nothing else.
Right.
And then he dropped the last song with
Victory
the horns
lap.
on it.
Yeah.
That's
like
everywhere.
Us.
When the colleges come out, watch they use that in the bands.
Oh, for sure. So from a battle rap fan perspective, because that's who we both are.
Right.
Okay. The first round, because you got first rounders, you know the advantage goes to sometimes the one who
strikes first.
Right. But then sometimes the one who closes the third, you get the benefit because you got to win either 2 or 3 out of the 3 to get the gentleman's 30, the dirty 30, or once you lock 2 in, you could come out with it don't matter what you come out with in the third. If I lock the 2 in, I'm good.
Right.
So push-ups follows up with, like you said, he gets cocky, he throws the AI song out.
Right.
So that's the beginning of the chink in the armor, because from a perspective of a battle rapper, you like, wait a minute. So you know that I fucks with Pac like that in real life. I got the Pulitzer Prize and the Grammy off of the album with Pac. I didn't AI Pac.
Right.
This is from Kendrick's side. So he like, oh, you trying to get Snoop is alive, and you doing AI Snoop and you doing AI Pac. When they made him take it down, that's the beginning of the salvo, right? So then he hits him with his version of the AI shit with the 616, and then the other one, which was the Euphoria, which in my humble opinion, I think that was the better song out of the whole lineup. That's just me.
Yeah, I like Euphoria. It made my gym
It grows
playlist.
on you and everything, and it's meticulous. You know what I mean? And then he starts to take down. So we all know about Geechee Gotti's thirds. We all know about Tazaryach seconds.
Yeah.
And we know about Sue Surf's.
Yeah.
He's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Meet the Grams was that third when it was equivalent to Geechee's third that he's always talking that shit. You know what I mean? What's your life like? Shotgun. What's your life like? So he gave them a what's your life like? He gave them that struggle, that you know, I used to cut bowls out of that shit chest me. I used to eat cereal. He gave them that struggle rap, that intro, that I'm gonna talk to this nigga.
Right.
Lux in Homie. Second round when he was talking to Calico.
Right.
So that was that talking, and then the third round was the victory lap, which is that turn-up song that everybody's dancing to because, you know, niggas like to dance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feed the nigga gene. So once he fed the nigga gene, people like your man whacking them, who was not on his side before. Now they like, okay, we got something to crip walk and do the whatever that, you know, the blood walk or whatever that is, because now he involved the gangs. I'm glad he didn't involve it in the beginning because they might have took credit for the body.
Right.
And then it becomes a gang thing. No, I'm a body this nigga, and then I'm gonna let y'all eat the carcass. You feel me?
Even from the AI part, from battle rap, me watching battle raps, I remember when K-Shine tried to bring Big T out against Hitman, and then I remember when Twerk tried to bring out, what's the cat he tried to bring out on John? I can't remember his name, but Jack Boy. But every time you see that, it never really works in the favor of the person that brought that other person in, because niggas is more, we don't want the guest to come in. Right. We want to see you scrap. So bringing in Snoop and a passed away Tupac didn't really help him. And when the estate went against him, it knocked him down. So that's how you know he didn't really know what he was getting into.
That's a fact.
With Kendrick. at all. And then if I could sidebar, because you brought up whack, if I could just sidebar, this is outside of the battle, but when the battle is over, you got this nigga Game trying to come in, and now he want to diss Rick Ross after the battle is over. Like, nobody even, did you listen to it? Because I ain't even listen to the battle.
He came into the club when the lights was on.
Yeah, he came in there. That's a
new
perfect
fit.
example.
With
Yeah,
his shit
with a new
braided.
fit, like, yo, I rap
where the hoes at?
too. Like, I rap too.
Too late,
and declared itself a winner when nobody even cared about the battle. I just wanted to make sure I put that on record, because that was like the lamest. When you talk about lame, that got to be the lamest shit in 2024 so far. We've had a lot happen in 2024.
Right.
That got to be the lamest, to try to ride the wave of a battle when the battle is over. And the cat that you going at, he should have tried to diss Rick Ross when Rick Ross first dissed Drake.
That, right.
Then it,
that hour,
even though
that day.
Right, because like everybody was jumping in.
That's right.
Because that battle wasn't really Rick Ross's the fight. This is just Kendrick and Drake.
Right.
But when Rick jumped in it, if Game would have jumped in it, it would have been relevant. But he obviously don't watch battle rap.
He don't.
Because he didn't know how to jump in.
Right, because what you saw with Kendrick was basically like how I've been in fights where, you know, the opponent you got to show up strong.
Right.
If you facing somebody who everybody gonna rally against.
Right.
If you come up by yourself, then you would have seen all of these industry, but once they seen, oh damn, Future back in this shit, damn, they got the homie on them. They got the I'ma just chill and wait and see who body drop.
Right.
So he was able to make it where everybody clear the stage, let them two do it. So yeah, man.
Yeah, but Kendrick showed me a lot. And
did you think he was gonna go there? Because they said he had 5 songs recorded that he didn't put out. No, I'm saying, do you think he was gonna go there and bring up the fact that, because he was walking towards it, you know what I mean? He cleared him up with the whole allegations, and I say, from where I stand, because of my studying and everything that he was saying to Drake, he was hitting them people upside their head. They took it personal because they live vicariously through the boy.
Right.
Because he is, in my humble opinion, their Neo. Remember in the movie Matrix, they said to Neo, we try to make you 7 times already. You was the one that made it through. We attempted to make you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They attempted to make Drake with Astra Roth. They attempted to make Drake with a whole bunch of people who they wanted to bring in, like how they brought, you know, to kind of just invade and where, you know what I mean? And be a part of this culture from an outsider's perspective. Because that's literally who he is, not because he's biracial, he's by ethnicity. He don't have the same ethnicity as us. He prays to another God. He worships another master. He's compromised. So he believes in another Messiah. So any Blackamoor Messiah or any messianic figure that he comes amongst that look like us because of the quote unquote who he has made his allegiance to, he can't even acknowledge that.
So now the only thing I'll say, I wouldn't disagree about worshiping a false god, because I think a lot of us do that. I just ain't gonna take away his blackness though.
You don't have to. What I'm saying is his blackness remains. However,
but
his
you're talking about who he works
ethnicity.
for, right? Well, which side he chooses,
right? Because
he
Kendrick
chooses,
wasn't getting at him about having a white mother, because they don't get at J. Cole for having a white mother.
Thank you.
You feel me?
Thank you.
He was getting
and that's
at
the
him
only thing I
because
didn't like.
He's a false. He's living. He is the archetype. He is the poster child of a quote unquote flawed ass quote unquote ethnicity that is cosplaying Yah.
But see, that was the only thing I didn't like, because like you said, J. Cole got the white mother, and nobody really accused Drake of any of this when they was all cool. But of course, in battle rap, all hoes, everything comes out in the battle. So that's what I mean when I say ain't taking away his blackness, but he do cater more to his mama's side, so to speak. So you can't take that part away either.
So real quick, I know we got. They were saying that his mother's side, the matrilineal side, was the side that dictated his bloodline and who he is. based off of where y'all come from,
Right.
it's the patrilineal.
Right.
So there goes a humongous divide right there.
Right.
Because even he was doing an interview with Peter Rosenberg. And the main impetus of the interview, Peter Rosenberg was like, you check all boxes, right? You'll see him at the Knicks game. You check all boxes because it's your mother. He said they try to bring Asher Roth in, but his father was Jewish, not the mama. He said, you get in and you're going to be a humongous star. This is before he went
up. Yeah,
right.
I saw the interview.
Yeah,
right,
so he exposed all of that, that how they talk behind the scene, and you don't worry.
And that's why I said, like, he chooses his mother's side for that very reason.
Yeah.
Because Jewish people, privilege and that matrilineal bullshit, because Jewish people look at you as one of them based off of your mother.
Right.
Whereas biblically, and we look at it as whatever your father is, that's what you are.
Right.
So for me, Drake is a nigga, but I can't make him a nigga in the sense of culture. What I mean by that is because he leans to his mama's side,
Right.
he is black, but he would be what we call a sellout type of black.
Right.
Because he doesn't embrace in it as much.
As much.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he should, he don't do it unless it's an advantage. And that's what I mean when Kendrick broke the shit down about being in Atlanta.
Right.
He broke the whole shit down.
Right.
And tell me, is that not fact? Lil Wayne told Drake, just be happy.
Right.
Yeah. Lil Wayne gave him the best advice. But maybe the black side of him wanted to venture off and come home.
Of course.
But he was too engulfed into his mama's side to let that go.
So he's a Scorpion, Drake. And when you get a hood pass, because that's what exactly it was a trade-off. I got the Drake stimulus package. I'm Future. I'm Little Baby. I'm 2 Chainz. I'm giving you a hood pass. Where does a hood pass get you? Magic City, Blue Flames.
Right.
The whatever club these niggas are standing on the couch these days. It gets you that. That is a pass that if you're not from the culture, this a pass that is something that you can't pay for.
Right.
It is a pass that every one of them wish for. Right? They would give anything to get that pass because now you have what? They gave him all access. He got access to all the daughters, all the women, you know what I mean? All the hoods and whatnot that he probably would have never have access to. So that just got revoked.
Right.
Feel me? Them little hits that they get on a billboard and they get access to white girls. You feel me? That's the trade-off. I'll give you access to my women, you give me access to yours. That's the draw line right there. But the reason that he amplifies the hood, not in a good way, but he's amplifying the artists that he chooses to boost and give the stimulus package to. He didn't come into the hood and say, I'm gonna find a nigga that's trying to free the slaves.
Right.
He didn't come into no hood and say, I'm gonna give this stimulus package disapproved by my Lucian and them. I'm gonna help boost somebody that's helping to help their people. I'm gonna get on a song with a woman that's talking love. No, he came in, he boosted the gangbangers, he boosted the niggas that's in the trap, he boosted the niggas that's telling you to sell fentanyl, he's boosting the niggas that's telling you to do all of this fuckery. That's who he's boosting.
Right.
That's what the stimulus package is helping to amplify. So these dudes went from 10 million to 100 million streams. They went from 1 million to 10 million followers. So they get amplified.
Right.
He boosts up, and then they get to say, yeah, the culture fucked up. So you see why that shit has to come to an end.
That's why it did come to an end.
So with him, with Scorpions, because you got 3 of them that's interesting. It's Future, Diddy, and Drake, right? And there's more, but I'm just saying, you see the fall of Diddy, right? Because where I come from the tunnel era in New York.
Me too.
I was outside in 93.
About the real tunnel. Yeah,
I'm talking about the real tunnel. Peter Gation, the white boy with one eye, the Israeli, he brought ecstasy to New York. He had limelight in a tunnel. He went to jail for that shit. That era was called the bad boy era. But it's not just the music, it's the mind state. They brought, because this war that we are in is about ideas and concepts and narratives. That's what runs the world. That's what we're fighting against, principalities and shit like that.
Real talk, that's
so
Ephesians.
he helped to lay down the ideas and the concepts, all about the Benjamins, right? This whole money over everything, materialism. He brought the Jesus piece in. And not Yahshua. That's how you say it. Yeah.
Yahweh
He gave you Caesar Bourgeois.
Right.
They had the iced out, him and Biggie had the iced out Jesus piece. But they brought that winning Rome mentality into the game. So it's good to see that shit dying.
Yeah.
It's good to see y'all standing on business.
That's right.
It's good to see you continue to push the line. It's good to see the Israelites getting their quote unquote day in the light, because you're gonna have more people convert. You're gonna have more people interested. You're gonna have more people want to spend time with their sons, spend time with their wives, be family men. Because you know, and I'm not gonna say unfortunately, fortunately, that is the commercial that Kendrick is selling.
That's right.
Those who can see, hear, and listen. So with that being said, bro. We will continue this talk.
Right, definitely,
it's been a great
we gotta do it
build.
again. Yeah,
you already know. We're going to bring Blue on this time.
Hell yeah, bring Blue, man. I ain't seen Blue in a minute either, man. Tell him to come on through, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Shout out to Red Pill. Shout out to Knowledge, man.
Knowledge.
It's been a pleasure, man.
What you got over there before you
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, man. Before we go, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my business. You know, Israelites is definitely into economics.
Industrious.
This is my business, which is called Carl Gas. I sell a couple of products. These are my body oils that I sell for men and women. You can find them right on carlgas.com. Right. This is my beard oil. You see the beard shining? I made my own blend for it. I call this my hair crack. It's called hair tonic, but I call it crack. Because when you put it in your hair, you'll never put nothing else in your hair. It has all the ingredients for hair growth.
It's a
if you got an
detangler?
itchy scalp, it'll detangle. Yep, it'll detangle.
Okay.
If you got a dry scalp, it got all good ingredients in. I got fenugreek seeds in here, ashwagandha seed. That's it. Rosemary seeds up in there.
All them shit's from Africa.
Aloe vera. Yeah, I don't care.
It's and fire, then I like the packaging, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. And then I got my fly ass body butters. I make all these myself.
Dope.
And these oils you can only get from me. You can't get these scents like if you go to some random oil seller on the street, you're not gonna get these scents. You can only get these scents from me. If you go to carlgas.com, that's CARLGASS.com. You can find all my products right there. Shout out to Knowledge for plugging.
Would this be identified going in the category of Muslim oils?
This is better than Muslim oils. This is like extreme, like square.
It's the Israelite oils now. You know what I mean?
This
taking over.
This
we're taking over the trains, nigga. We're taking over 2 with these oils.
But I appreciate you again coming out, Red, man.
Salute,
this is Captain Tazaryach of ISUBK, the Commander Jenny Hunter, man. Salute.
All right. No doubt.
Peace.